Kennesaw, Georgia, and Fifth Third Bank Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the FIU Panthers and the Kennesaw State Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, the Panthers head coach told me pregame they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Panthers offense as they take control of the football first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Wide open space. Into the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Kennesaw State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Turbo Richard. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end now in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Pulls it in, it's Stone. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Left side is Lee. Crosses the 30. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Going to the run, it's Coleman Williams. Defense all over him.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive.
Snags it, and he's open. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Kennesaw State right back to work. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. There's a crease. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Owls! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming. FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Hits inside, it's Richard. Across the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. Play fake, Williams. Rush right in his face. Buried before he could blink.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Stopped right there.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Out wide right, it's Stone. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. There he goes, open it up. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Defense in press coverage. Driving forward, it's Richard. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
It's the one thing this offensive coordinator always stresses is having balance in the offense. First play you throw it, get a nice one. 2nd play you run it and get another nice one. And this defense is totally on their heels. They literally just get on the field.
And he's in! Touchdown, Kennesaw State! Extra point here will tie the game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ford International comes out to start this drive. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Plows his way ahead. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Straight ahead, it's Williams. He's past the sticks. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Throws it off the RPO. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it. It's Danzy. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Wants to throw on first. Moving out to the right. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Play action with Williams. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Williams from the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws. Fires the pass, intercepted.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Fresh center downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
2nd and long here. Making the adjustment. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Right side, it's Coleman Williams. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 12 team, the North Carolina Tar Heels.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the defense gives up the 1st down, and oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Kennesaw State right back to work.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
The Owls look to keep this drive humming.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 50, the 40, the 20, the 10, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Panthers.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big... Palmer forced not only the turnover and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Rides to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Keep it on the ground, it's Brown. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Makes a man miss. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll ride him again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo. Touchdown, Florida International. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Davis. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Throwing, Williams. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Out wide left, it's Gary. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Driven back. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Brown again. Crosses the 10. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Trying to surge it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. FIU pushing tempo. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Panthers! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. From the gun, it's Richard. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They'll need a bunch on second down. Williams takes a hit as he fires. Nearly intercepted.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Long way to go on second down. Looking for room. It's Richard.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.